can CPS take your child for leaving them home alone? Now, school is out, it's summertime, parents are working, schedules change, and every summer the same question comes up. If I leave my child home alone, is that going to be a problem? Is Child Protective Services going to come into my family's life and have an issue with this? Now, the answer to that is not a simple yes or no. It's circumstantial. Many parents are surprised, however, to learn that there isn't one magic age that automatically makes it legal or illegal. Instead, child protective agencies often look at the circumstances, the child's environment, right? Things like, how old is this particular child? How mature is the child? Is their needs and their emotional development? How long were they left alone? And were they supervising younger siblings? Things that will be considered include access to food, emergency contacts, and a safe environment. Now, all of these factors can matter. So, for example, leaving a mature teenager home alone for a short period of time is really different from leaving a young child unsupervised all day long. The context matters. Another thing parents should understand is that an investigation doesn't necessarily mean that a child will be removed. Many people hear the words CPS and they immediately assume their child is going to be taken away. That is not automatically what happens. Now, child protective agencies generally will evaluate safety concerns and determine whether the child's welfare is at risk. What often creates problems is when a pattern develops. So maybe the child is frequently left alone, or it's a situation where younger siblings are being supervised by a child who isn't ready for that responsibility. It could be a situation where there's repeated concerns involving safety, food, transportation, or supervision. It's when multiple concerns exist that agencies may take a closer look, the totality of the circumstances. So as a parent, it's really important that you think beyond just the age alone. Ask yourself, can my child respond appropriately during an emergency? Do they know who to call? Do they have access to help if something goes wrong? Do they feel comfortable being home alone? These questions can be just as important as the child's age. The reality is that independence is healthy. Many children benefit from learning responsibility and self-confidence, but independence and supervision have to be balanced with safety. Every situation is different. Consider a situation where maybe there's firearms in a home. How does that play in? And are the firearms kept in a safe spot? Are they locked up? Do children have access to the firearms? That's something you might want to consider. Generally speaking, I will say this about Child Protective Services. They really don't want to get involved in people's family lives, their private lives. They would like to stay out of it and assume that parents are making reasonable and rational choices for their kids and keeping them safe. I want to talk about another situation that could be unsafe and perhaps where Child Protective Services could become involved. Regrettably, in today's society, we are seeing a lot of drug abuse. And if children are left home alone and they have access to drugs in a household, that would be a very big problem. Or they're left with people by the parent, sometimes even adults, who are drug users and abusers. That certainly could be a situation where Child Protective Services may have an interest in taking action. So be very mindful about the situation that you're putting your kids in. Think about their interests first, put them in a safe environment, and then go from there. I'm Kyle Kaufman. I'm an attorney at HKK Law Offices, and if you're interested in talking to us, we're based in Wisconsin, reach out, and we'll have a consultation with you to talk to you about your matter. Thanks so much.